Marco Dominic Gonzalez. I'm on a train of thought. I'm not drinking. I was trying to enjoy a decent meal, but I get into my videos, and again, it's almost like, well, I gotta try one more time. If something happens to me, at least I try. Maybe it can get to one person's conscience that could whistleblow. But the public needs to know, how do people whistleblow? How do they do it? So they can make that more available for so then they can start appealing to making videos and appeal. You have a conscience. You know about that. You need to go to Congress. How can you go to Congress or go to the public? How is that legal and not legal? Nobody really understands that, man. I don't. I mean, I'm like, okay, well, how do you make it more easy for the whistleblower to say, Dominic, I know that they're making this there and this is that and this is that. Well, how is it easy for you to have a conscience? And again, I'm trying to make these, I don't want to have to make these videos. I'm making these videos in the event that I'm dead, this is somebody with a conscience to investigate it. I don't want to have to make these videos. I want people to know this is what's happened to me. It's scary. I mean, my gosh, man. I mean, you're witnessing somebody that has been traumatized for 5 years by harmful government intrusion, man. Forced into poverty, forced without money, forced to not be able to get proper medical treatment, forced into many harmful situations. Again, I've proven circumstantially. I have a lot of facts, but the facts, somebody could say they're hearsay facts. But I've proven circumstantial mountain of evidence, a little bit of real hard evidence. If you find the conversations that I'm saying, get those conversations and get the surveillance. I prove a lot of my cases, and then I prove that the government intrusion, fascism, communism, and socialism. Don't let it happen again in a free country. If there is not a free America, there's not a free world, guys. We're supposed to be the epitome of freedom, and we're not. It's not true. Only on paper, and it's not true in real life. Remember that. If any, it's like, understand that if we're not free, we don't have a free world, and we have a divided America right now. That's basically one group is nullifying the liberals, and the liberals are just kind of letting it happen. So I'm questioning why. What's going on? And I can understand how you can have a cover-up and collusion. I can understand how you can have a liberal saying, well, I believe what Dominic's saying, but it's circumstantial. I can't get the evidence down. They don't like me. I know. They have disdain for liberals. And then the extreme conservative will say, well, the liberals have disdain for us. Well, do you want the same thing to happen to you? You can just have a bad group of liberals do that to you. But they'll probably say, but we're in control of absolutely, you're in control of it, so that couldn't happen, right? Let's get to the truth. So how? Remember, the president's had a very hard time from day one because of getting past an 8-year Bush administration. So we know where most of the problem of big government is associated to that 8 years. How do you uncover that information? How? I mean, you didn't just make the equipment in April or May of 2009 when I'm starting to go through that in my Hollywood department, coming in here under a severe Sears school type environment. I can't believe that you just made it. I mean, but I don't care what anybody's story is. I want evidence associated to the mountain of circumstantial evidence that proves my cases. Again, if this went through trial, a jury would say, Dominic, I believe you. I believe your circumstantial evidence. And what I'm saying is I want evidence to support it. Because you can believe all my circumstantial evidence. If you don't find the evidence, you can't prevent the next person to be victimized. The next person to be under the Sears school concentration room. You can't prevent that. You can only prevent it by outing what all these things are. And it takes the liberal who's trying to, because again, I don't even know if anybody looks at my videos, I never get a view. If anyone looks at my posts, I never get a like. I never get a comment. I have to reason to believe they don't. But the only way you're going to uncover the truth is to get to that whistleblower and to make it public. And for them to be able to have that conscience and to say, I need to say something about it, this is how I can do it. But the public needs to know how.